Well, we'll see where Turkey fits into the calendar next year. If they do take up an option to go World Tour, we'll see. Makes you wonder when the calendar would be so full that the World Tour teams who are required to take part in those races just finally start to stretch a little bit too much. They are spread quite thin, and it is quite a burden on some of the bigger teams, to be honest, economically, to actually find enough riders to race them all. Simple as that. Mike Hepburn just doing relay duties, as you can see, and you also see the drinking preferences of those up front. Yes, Ian Haywood said, yeah, thanks, Carlton. Perth is an awesome place. Yes, and I think it was, he's actually suggested a radio channel that my old mate Jim Gill may well have been doing the breakfast show. I'll get on to the internet and have a listen and see if he's still around doing all that. Andrew Humphries says, loving the commentary, watching live from my hometown in Barwon Heads, Australia. Home of Cadel Evans. Was it his real home, or did you just pick him up, put him in your pocket and take him back home with you? Andrew, you don't explain it. Lovely bloke, Cadel. He does have a go at me occasionally. I never have a go at him, but he thinks I do. There you go. I've known Cadel Evans for an awful long time, way back when in the mountain bike Tour of France, when he used to do his stuff. Just amazing. He was diminutive, prickly and enjoyable even then. And nothing's changed in that regard. He's a great guy. Yeah, real character. I'd love to see him go well again, defending that Tour de France jersey this year. Don't know whether it's such a big ask. You saw Gilbert, who went so well last year. Brian, doing it year in, year out. Seems to be a tall order, even for the greats.
Yeah, I know we've had Lance Armstrong winning it 7 times. And he made it look easy, and it's since then it's been difficult. It's difficult to get your form just right, and I think Evans managed to do it last year, but he also won a couple of events on the way, and he hasn't done that this year. So whether it's he's not been feeling too good, like Philippe Gilbert. So again, there'll be some questions asked, but come the Tour de France, everybody should be really on form.
Anne Williams says, watching in from Hong Kong, where it's the Buddha's birthday holiday today. Happy birthday, Buddha. Yeah. Brian Smith with all those lovely desserts. It's not his birthday. When is your birthday?
7th of July.
Oh, right, yeah, there you go.
Can't say it.
And mine's 3rd of November, Scorpio. Everyone always goes, ooh.
Stinging the tail.
Yeah. Watch yourself. I think those days are gone. Peter Motska, he says, great work on the Tour of Turkey coverage, and yes, a great watch as well. It's live down under, and at a reasonable hour for a change. Thanks, Peter. Well, yes, I don't know what is and what isn't. We're all around the world today, and it'll be highlights throughout Europe, I think. Yes, thoughts on how Green Edge will go in the Giro would be much appreciated, says Charlotte Daly. Green Edge, well, they're going to do well. We know they are. They're pretty handy. We're just coming through the sprint here, sort of almost rolling through it. First of 2 proper sprints today.
Yeah, just seen Ignatieff just coming up and just nipping that. He has got a couple of points and just wanted to come up and take some more. Yeah, Green Edge will do well. This will be their first Grand Tour, the Giro d'Italia. We see a crash in the peloton with Holler, the young rider from Katusha on the ground. A couple of riders from the Team Type 1, Kaja Ruao, a couple of riders from Argos, just trying to pick them out.
Holler busy yesterday, so this is not going to come at a good time for him. He'd been regaining his strength after being involved so much on stage 6. But, up slowly, down quick, up slowly, never bodes well, but at least he is back up and on his feet. We've had a couple of tips today for Tao. It's been picked out for you, and it's just a question of checking the equipment here. And the paramedics always very, very quick on hand here. Still looking for Holler, side of the road. There he is on the right-hand side from this view.
Yeah, good young rider. 5th in the Under-23 World Championships last year. A bit of a sprint on him. He looks as if he's one of the worst off, but everybody up and looking okay. and looking at it, it was just maybe kind of lazy sprints round about that that motorbike. When you come along a road like this and there's a motorbike sitting on the left-hand side, everybody kind of starts to brake, and that's what happens. You've got a cameraman just position yourself in a road like this. You come along, you tend to get some of the riders kind of fall asleep, and these things happen at the back of the bunch. Just a wee bit of a swerve to miss this photographer's motorbike, and you know, these things can happen.
It looked like Holler went down on his left elbow there. Let's hope he's okay. Looks like it might be curtains for that particular bike. Looks like there's no spare to hand straight away. When
you do sit down the back away of the back of see Cinco Dam it is for Argos, when you sit down the back, and there is a wee bit of a squeeze because of an object in the left hand side, like that motorbike. Some people just touch the brakes, but it's the concertina effect. It gets further back, and you just seen that a couple of riders didn't put touch the brakes in time and just hit the rider in front of them and just going over the bar. So again, sometimes in a warm day like this, teams are riding at the front. You're on a big wide road, and some of the riders at the back just kind of falling asleep a wee bit.
Yes, it has a magnifying effect as well. One rider just nudges in, another one does it a little bit more, like being on the end of a conga line, as we said earlier on, and you can come a cropper. Justin Barry says, am I thinking of a courgette? No, a zucchini is an aubergine. That's what we call it. Aubergine. I think the French also call it an aubergine. There you go. So now we know what we're talking about. And no, we haven't had any zucchini balls, but I wait to be entertained. Yeah, a lot of you are staying up late or getting up early globally. Storm clouds gathering on the hills. We had snow. In fact, we even had a snowball fight when we got onto the big climb on stage 3. It's been glorious weather throughout, though. Even then, we were sort of helping ourselves to a snowbank. Mike, sorry, Mike, he's busy with the snooker. Brian, Brian taking on the local youth.
And a lot younger.
And losing. A lot younger as well. That was a bit of a cheeky one, wasn't it? Just coming through there, Ignatieff, just to nick a few sprint points. No great urgency about it. It's about the end of the day today. And there we are. Ignatieff getting the 5, then Zeitz 3, Kaiser just the 1. Lisa Brown. You don't have a go at Cadell. Diminutive, prickish, puckish, and in one sentence. Yeah, that's not having a go. That's telling you how it is. He's a lovely man, Cadell Evans, and yeah, to be honest, he's a tough nut to crack when it comes to interviews. But when it happens, you get an amazing insight into his world and the world of cycling. And yeah, always a joy to be around him. 35 kilometers, 2 minutes and 43. They've gone out by about another 15 seconds here, but believe me, it's nothing to worry about. These guys ain't gonna make it because the quick men want some glory here, even if it's stage win. They know they're not going to take Gabrovski's jersey off him, I don't think, and as a result, it is going to be a sprint finish, so it'll be a quick one again today. Just watch out once again for that switchback at 1 kilometer to go. We've still got quite a way to go as we stand, but it can get a bit pinchy, let's put it that way. Yes, road position will be absolutely vital, and those who take it wide and then cut back, I think, on that kind of switchback, Brian, will be the safest of all. Will they be fastest, though?
Yeah, just looking at the breakaway, it seemed to kind of pick the tempo up a wee bit, and it's still sitting at 2 minutes and 40-odd seconds, 34 kilometres to go. So, yeah, the breakaway have decided now's the time to put a wee bit of pressure on, but no sooner than they put the pressure on that a couple of more other teams have come up to the front, Farnese Vini being one, and I think I saw a rider from Lotto.
Sam Contarino saying, will you guys be coming to Adelaide next year for the Tour Down Under? We are open to invitations. So if you can just speak to the tour organisers and say, look, two very nice blokes would really like to show them a good time. Yes, we'll come and join you quite happily. You're up for it, are you, Brian?
Yeah, I don't mind. Yeah. Don't know about being a nice bloke, but there you go.
Yeah, he's got that evil streak that runs through like Blackpool Rock. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. If not, Google it. Yes, through all cyclists. 33 kilometres, 2 minutes and 43 is the gap, and you're getting very chatty out there, which is good on a quietish day today. Big push off, and Kittel, who's been Brian's choice a couple of times, might well be his kind of day today. They've been up there, you know, Brian. This is maybe an ambitious day for Argos Shimano, and he looks in decent nick.
No, he will be okay. After his crash in the first stage, sometimes you can just see he's still got a wee bit of a kind of bandage on his right elbow, and sometimes your body takes time to heal. And when he crashed in that first stage, he didn't really feel too good the next day, and especially obviously the mountain stage, and a couple of the very difficult days over the last few days. So I think for me, Kittel will definitely be up there, and there'll be some other riders. You see Farnese Vini in the fluorescent yellow up towards the fronts, and Rabobank seem to be happy with their sprinters of Boss and Renshaw, and Lotto put in one rider up there for Greipel, and Hansen overnight with a couple of people just kind of crash out yesterday, as we see Kittel just trying to get back, and the couple of riders that climbed off yesterday, Basayev for Astana, he went out with a knee injury, and Giordana went out with a collarbone injury. We haven't a confirmation from Adam Hansen, but he was carried to hospital for an examination.
Yeah, I think he got away with it, but as we said yesterday, sometimes, you know, a break of the collarbone can actually be better than if you don't break it but damage the cartilage that attaches it to your shoulder. So just spare a thought for him. We haven't got the medical detail on it, but he did hurt himself sufficiently to actually go out of the race yesterday. Leslie Haynes, Matt JMB 180, and Anne Williams saying zucchini is a courgette, and Matt pointing out that an aubergine is in fact an eggplant. Yeah, sorry about that, but if you will choose these strange words for regular vegetables, you know, I'm going to get confused. 32 to go, 2 minutes and 39 is the gap. There's more of you coming in with your eggplant zucchini nonsense. The leader is solidly here. He's sitting just in front of the Lampre guys, resplendent in their pink, and Rabobank have decided to pace it up a bit as well here. They're not going to try and break Gabrovski. They tried that yesterday. It didn't work. And in fact, today we had some riders deciding, yeah, let's go for it. And some of them were GCers. You know what? He wound them in on his own. This is a man, 34 years of age, Gabrovski. Seems his talent is undiminished. Even at that age, he can do it himself or with his team. Remarkable. Oh, we left that one hanging in the air. 3 minutes. 31 kilometres and 2 minutes and 37. Yes. Questions. 2 minutes and 40 then. And there are the boys who are still working up front. Utensil Nord. Argos Shimano, I think, are doing it for themselves here today. Are doing it for Kittel. I think he's probably a good pick today. I might go for him myself.
Yeah, he's still pushing on at the front while his sprinter is trying to get on at the back. He's in the caravan behind, so he won't have too much trouble. So a lot of the sprinter teams coming up, but with 30 kilometres to go, this gap's still hanging in there with just about 2 minutes and 37 seconds, so it's not coming down very quickly, and but there's too many teams in this race without a win, and this is one of them. The Argos team, Kittel, just coming back with a problem, and he'll be taken up towards the front. You don't want to be hanging about. We've already seen one small crash, and it's a lot easier to ride closer to the front. But again, Accent Jobs peel off in the orange and black. Argos comes through. Utensil Nords, the team sponsored by LPR, the green in the jersey there, dark blue, from Italy, registered in Ireland. Rabobank coming through in the orange. A problem for one of the Lampre riders. And yeah, there's too many riders riding on the front for this main group of 7 to stay away.
we've had more punctures today than I can remember over the last couple of days, and I think it's because of the road surface that we've been talking about. It is quite abrasive, and when they do sprinkle it, look at this, isn't this gorgeous?
Well, that's where we're going.
Yeah, that's where we're heading.
That's where we are.
Well, that's where we are indeed. You won't be able to see us waving, however, because in Izmir there are 3 million souls live here. It's enormous. Yes, apparently the Amazons were here, but then a lot of people dispute whether the Amazons ever existed. When I was a kid, I always thought they were in South America, but no, they were here. They were.
That's the river.
Yeah, I know. So I assume they live near the river. There you go. Yes, the Amazons, a tribe of ladies. So they were quite brutal. So they weren't very ladylike at all. And anyway, you better go and look it up on Wikipedia, because it can be a bit saucy. I think it was possibly the imagination of some of the locals in those days as to whether that tribe did or did not exist. Some will be writing in now saying they definitely existed. Anyway, nonetheless, apparently they helped found this part of the world. Some say it was them, and others say it was the Lelegs. Who the Lelegs were, I do not know, but I imagine they had good legs. Yeah, they are. I had to say it because you'd have said it. Marcel Kittel, talking about legs, he's got a couple of guns on him, hasn't he? My goodness. We saw him a moment ago. If there was ever a man built for sprinting, it's him.
Yeah, but in a stage race like this, you have to get up over some of the climbs, and over the last 3 days it's been pretty lumpy, and that's why he's been missing from action when it does come to the sprints, because it has been so difficult. Crashed in the first stage, and then the second stage he was kind of licking his wounds a wee bit, but this is a great opportunity. He's had 4 days to recuperate from his crash and trying to get his legs back, and we'll just have to kind of wait and see. He has won a lot of races this year already, and has held some good form, so obviously it's difficult to keep that form. Went into a wee bit of a dip, and the crash never helped, but again, these sprinters, when you put the finishing line in front of them, they'll come up with the goods.
Talking about form, and indeed birthdays, Bradley Wiggins, he's terrifically on form at the moment. It is his birthday. Graham Kidd has reminded us, although Brian, you did mention it earlier on this morning. Yes, happy birthday, Bradley Wiggins. What do you reckon he's going to do in the Tour this year?
I think it'll be a good battle between, the Palm, as they say in Australia, the Bradley Wiggins and Evans, but I think there might be a couple of other surprises, but I think most people are suspecting it'll be between Evans and Bradley Wiggins this year come July.
Well, I've said it many times, they were my picks last year. Everyone said I was completely nuts. When Bradley was going well, he sadly crashed and did his collarbone. And Cadell, he came good, my boy, fabulous. Edwin H is a Dutchman, and he's an expat. Baltimore, United States. There you go. Dutch expat from Baltimore. Oh, Edwin, are you in Holland or are you in Baltimore? Can't quite work it out because you call yourself Edwin H. Edwin Starr, we'll call you from now. Like your first album. 27 kilometres. I don't know any tunes, so I'm not going to be singing them. That's lucky. 2 minutes and 19. They're bringing it down here, and that is because the golden rule of 1 minute for 10 kilometres is a doable escape. So if they are 2 minutes clear with 20 to go, they have a chance. And the peloton know this, and as a result, their DSs have said, come on, boys, if you want to win the stage today, you're going to have to wind them in a bit. And it's starting to happen, although the clock coming one way and then the next. We've got a bit of a concertina on that clock at the moment. The freshness of the ocean beckoning here. This city of Izmir, it goes way, way up the mountains and into the valleys. Brian Smith, as we came in, says, why on earth are they building high-rises on top of the mountains? It's because it's expensive up there. It's also cool in the summer. That's why the real estate high up generally tends to be more expensive. They didn't traditionally used to want to be near the water's edge, to be honest, strangely. These days with air conditioning you get the view, but it was very hot to be down there, and so the wealthier in ancient times used to live up in the hills. More fresh water, because you get to it first, I guess, if you see what I mean. You also get the breeze and, of course, the coolness of the altitude. There you are. I've explained that for you. 26 kilometres to go, 2 minutes and 16. Brian just shaking his head. Yes. Hello. Hello. Now, that was the stickiest bottle I've seen for some time. Yeah, free ride when you get your water bottle. And Ramon Sinkeldam, Sinkel Swim. Zinkeldam will be getting a little sanction later on, I should imagine. That one went on for far too long. Yeah, not wanting to put the mockers on him, but that was a wee bit naughty. Conversation still going on. When the camera's there, boys, just make it swift and just hang on a little bit. That's the top tip, I think. Chugging away here. And Konya Turku, whatever you say about them, whatever question marks and mysteries surround them, they have worked hard.
Yeah, they've given it everything. A lot of the riders have been really tired, but it seems to be the same man doing a lot of the riding on the front. You mentioned him earlier, one of the Ukrainians on the team. They have got 3 Ukrainians on the team. There's actually 4 Turkish riders in the Konya Turku team, but they have done well. Grabowski's done terrifically well, but too many teams now riding in the front. 2 minutes and 7 with 25 kilometres to go is a healthy advantage, but just look at the amount of teams putting one rider up to help out. Okay, Utensil Nord have got you know, a few more riders than anybody else. Accent Jobs have put 2 or 3 riders up there, but Rabobank are riding, Argos, Lotto, Lampre have put a rider up. So these are all the teams that are now showing their cards that want to try and get up there in the sprint. Green Edge is sitting back as they've done most of the race, and they'll come up a wee bit later on.
They will. Don't count them out. They know how to rest up, let's put it that way. But Lampre having a good old chug at the moment. Farnese Vinny as well. And the breakaway will be coming to, let's have a quick look here. 16 kilometres to go is the last of the intermediate sprints, the last sprint prime, and then it will be destination, the park in the centre here of, beg your pardon, let's have a quick double check on that. Destination will be the park in the centre of town, where, close to which we are. I'm just double checking my sprint reference for you. Yes, I'm afraid my book is awry here.
Is it the Culture Park?
No, what they've done is rather strangely is that they've actually badged it up as yesterday's stage on my booklet. So sorry about that for the confusion, but we've got there in the end.
With the last kilometre, you've got pretty much a double backing yourself with 1 kilometre to go, and then it's a straight road the whole way towards the finish. It's going to be a fast finish, and you can just see more and more. You only have to look at the speed that the bunch are doing at the moment. They have to do this speed because these 7 riders of Zaitz, Ignatiev, Kaiser, Pichon, Kozan, Godin, Kaneki are riding very well out there in front with 1 minute and 58 seconds. It's just dipping under the 2 minutes at the moment, and so many teams wanting this back, but they're still hanging in there. It's a 124 kilometre stage, so it isn't a long stage, so you know, the rule of thumb 1 minute to every 10 kilometres might not apply here. It's pretty flat all the way towards the finish, so these guys will have to be doing in excess of 50 kilometres an hour to bring them back, and that's why Rabobank have got 2 riders up now, so many other teams riding, and you've got about 12 riders trying to ride back 7. You're going to need probably another 2 or 3 riders to help from the various different teams to bring this back quickly as it goes up above 2 minutes and back down to 1:58.
There you go. Brian's now just crawling underneath the desk. Well, there you are. We did say the 2 minutes was important when they get to the 20k mark, and that's about what they're doing at the moment. They've trimmed underneath it, so they've done their job. You explained it beautifully, Brian. You just, you know.
Keeps jumping about. 158 now, 155.
Give yourself some credit, for goodness sake. Yes, there's a misprint in my book. It says today we're going from Izmir to Kuzadazi. Obviously, they've dragged over some graphics from last time, but we have got a sprint with 16 kilometres to go. So for those up the road, despite what it says in my road book, we are expecting that second sprint. But then again, if they've misprinted it, I may well be mistaken. So anyway, we'll see, eh? 22 kilometres to go. 1 minute and 52, Brian. It looks like they've had it.
Well, not at the moment. This is going to go down inside the last 5 kilometres. The bunch has still got a lot to do. There are a lot of teams riding hard on the front, and you just see the speed from the camera work that we've been shown at the moment. Is the bunch are really going at about 50k plus kilometres an hour. These guys hanging on well. Shorter stage today, 124 kilometres, and it's still going to be a hard push for this bunch to bring these back very quickly.
The thing I referred to earlier, floating into the commentary position, which I said was a feather, isn't it? It's cotton flax, and it's all over the place. Now, if you breathe in one of these, they're about 1.5 centimetres. Looks like a sort of a floating thing. Yeah, a bit like a feather. It is going to make you cough. And you might see when we get, some of you are watching on HD, you might see some of these little beasties sort of hovering around. They're not creatures. They are. It's cotton blossom flax, if you like. Yeah. So you might get me coughing, or indeed them, as we start to breathe heavily towards the end here. Flagman trying to squeeze them together here because the road does narrow, and you'll see a few arms just flicking out to say where they're going and what they're doing. You saw the camera there just hitting one of the small sleeping policemen, and as if by magic, another one of these little things pops in the booth and heads towards Mike Smith. It's not the same. He's not even again. Let's just double check here. No, a different rider, but
No,
yeah,
Ricky Beattie.
Yeah, they've had a number of problems at Farnese today. They've been the least lucky. There you see the gravel at the side of the road here. This road surface today really has bitten into some of them. Might put paid to some of the quick men later on. They need to stay safe, and best place to be is in the middle of the pack, because if you drift to the edge here, that's where the gravel gets sort of spat by the car tyres. And as a result, you can pick up a puncture if you get over towards the edge. You can actually see it on the side of the road here. You can also see the waves lapping, slapping the wave protectors here, or the shoreline protectors. With 20 to go, it's 1:46. So they've picked it up here, and Rabobank showing what they think about the day. Is it going to be Boss? Is it going to be Jetzer Ball? Will it be Graham Brown, or will it be Mark Renshaw for them? They've got a lot to choose from.
Yeah, we're going to try and pick it up, but after the first stage win, it's for me, Graham Brown, Renshaw and Bosch should be the lead out today. And I think, unfortunately, for the Aussies listening, I don't think it's a day for Renshaw. He might be pulled into the kind of lead out to try and go for their third win. And the Director Sportive in the car will obviously have a hard call to do that, because Renshaw has been sprinting really well, winning a stage, beating Goss. But they came here, they rode the first stage, and it was Graham Brown, Mark Renshaw, and then Theo Boss. And I think they're going to go with that combination. Not unless there's something within the team that Theo Boss is not feeling too good, but I would think they would go with what they came here to do.
Brendan Kay says, I wonder who would win a race between the Amazons and the Lelegs. The Lelegs. Goodness only knows. Maybe the Lelegs were so mentioned because they were so quick. Here we are. They've been reasonably pacey today as well, these boys. Kind of running out of options, I think. Just go for it. Holding at 140 for now, but the chase is on. Around about 5 or 6 kilometres to go. We reckon they will probably be caught out here. But yeah, for those of you who've stayed with us today, thanks for your company. And before you all start writing in, yes, that bidon that went in the ocean was not a good idea. But then again, it would have bounced off the wall and got maybe into somebody's wheel, which is not what you want either. So perhaps a safety moment. And in terms of the bidons, yeah, they get picked up. There's kind of a broom wagon, if you like, for detritus that is thrown by the riders in town. Not that gel packs get picked up that readily, I wouldn't have thought. But yes, in town, bidons are hoovered up by the crowd very, very swiftly. Just listening to Radio Tour at the moment, seeing if we can pick out it's more punctures within the peloton. They picked up a few today after saying that there was none coming in today, or very few. Yeah, I think we've had more today than possibly the rest of the Tour of Turkey put together. You see how they're having to work here, Brian. It's not as flat and simple as you might think.
Well, it's, you know, we had Ignatieff go with Kozan. It was just Kozan went and done a hard turn at the front, and they found themselves off the front. And this is not going to do them any favours. Kaiser tries to go, and he's kind of pointing out. They really have to stick together. 7 is better than 2 or 3.
Yep.
I know it happened the other day, but we're a lot closer to the finish, and they had a lot more time. The 7 riders have to keep on riding, and I think that's what Kaiser was trying to say. He kind of jumped to the right-hand side of the traffic island. He's making the indication, come on, just get this chain going. We have to keep together if we've got any chance of staying away. There's too many teams riding at the front of the breakaway, the bunch. They want to bring it back to the sprint. As we said, Rabobank have got 2 wins, Colnago 2, Lotto 1, and Konya 1. So there's so many teams that want to try and win a stage here in the Tour of Turkey this year that they're going to be brought back.
17 kilometres, 1 minute and 40. Yeah, if they can kind of hold on to about a 120 with 10 to go, I think that's possibly why the pace was edged up there. I think Kaiser was trying to sort of spur them on a bit and saying, look, if we work together, we can do this, but you've got to go quicker. And they have responded. They've picked it up just a little bit. Bit of a passenger at the moment is Michael Ignatieff. He's not doing his regular turn, I think you might say. I don't know whether he's thinking about Vladimir Gusev in 12th place, 3 minutes and 46 down. Who knows? I think the chances of Gabrowski losing out the leader's jersey here pretty slim. So it is going to be about whether this escape can actually get some glory themselves, or whether the sprint men will catch them. 16k to go, so in 5 kilometres time we should be able to tell you, because if it's still holding around about 128, they could do it.
It's going to be highly unlikely. We've just seen a couple of the riders kind of jumping about and losing the wheel. They have to stick together. 500 metres to this last sprint. They have to keep on riding as hard as they can, because 134, 131 now is coming back very quickly. These guys are going to be caught inside the last 5 kilometres, but anything can happen. If you've got, from now on, if you've got a crash in the peloton with any of the sprinters in it, that could go into the favour of the breakaway, because so many, you know, chaos in the peloton, various other things happen. So they still have a chance, but it's very, very doubtful.
So here we go. This is the final of the last of the sprints. There we are, and it is taken, the intermediate sprint, by Ilya Kaiser for Omega Pharma Lotto. So pace up, 128, 15 to go. It's kind of touch and go at the moment. It's a minute per 10 kilometres if it's doable, but they're breaking down. Their alliances, their allegiances are just starting to fracture a bit here, and you need all the help you can get if they're going to keep the pace going here. I think they've suddenly realised this, and maybe they're up for it, who knows. So let's just have a quick look at that last of the intermediate sprints here. Well, they were contesting it. Ignatieff just beaten there by Kaiser. I think that's why he was holding back earlier on when Kaiser stretched out. Ignatieff getting himself 3 points, Kaiser 5 at that point. Yeah, he was trying to save himself for the final intermediate sprint. Don't forget, tomorrow we are in Istanbul. There'll be some laps around the great city. There'll be some spectacular shots as well, you can be sure. And Lampre, oh, there you are. They just want to pick this up. They're clearly thinking about Pataki today, coming fairly shortly after the announcement that he's not going to the Giro. So he's going to pick up what he can, where he can. Today, he can.
Yeah, he's still got Utensil Nord riding at the front, Konya on the green also. But so many of the other sprinter teams coming to the fore. Green Edge still sitting back at the moment. Matt Goss having 4 wins, and can he just break that duck and win here in Izmir? We'll have to kind of wait another 14 kilometres to see. 1 minute and 19 seconds. It is coming down a bit more quicker now. And the reason why they kind of split up and they were having a go at each other is some of the riders maybe felt that others weren't contributing as much, and thinking of the finish as they often do. Because in this breakaway there is not one rider with a teammate that's won a stage. As we say, Kilnagle 2, Rabobank 2, Lotto 1 and Konya 1. So these guys are maybe thinking in the back of their mind that they thought possibly we could stay away. I have to save something if I'm going to beat any of these riders, but it's not going to happen. They have to ride as hard as they can. These guys have been away pretty much from the start of the stage today. I know it's only 124 kilometres, but it has been a hard week.
Yeah.
The roads are heavy. There is a bit of a wind blowing, and they have to ride over 50 k's an hour for the next 13 kilometres if they want to stay away, and that it's not going to happen because you'll always get some riders trying to save that wee bit for the final couple of kilometres, and that's where they'll get caught in the final few kilometres.
Yeah, if you've got any kind of deficit, even if that deficit is a mental one, you're never going to do your turn, and when that happens, it starts to break down. Tempers start to flare, and well, as Brian said to you, you're going to get caught. Easier to rest up and take your turn when you need to within the chasing peloton here, but I think Pataki has sent men up here. He wants this to be part of his Palmares in the latter part of his career. He's got David Vigano as well, don't forget, who's very, very pacey out here. So yeah, let's see how he goes. I was just double checking. Yeah, Vigano's all right. He's he himself only 15 minutes and 8 down overall, by the way.
Well, just look at the front of the bunch now. It's changed since 10 kilometres ago, where we had Konya, Utensil Nord and Accent Jobs. The rider from Accent Jobs coming through, baring his teeth, finding it very difficult, because not only is the 7 riders in front have picked up their tempo, the bunch have to take up the tempo, and the bunch are also riding at over 50 k's an hour. And when it comes to this, the World Tours are the world's best at doing that, because they do it so often. So that's why we're seeing some of the other riders and some of the kind of smaller teams kind of disappearing, because the pace is really up in both the breakaway and especially the bunch. Yeah,
it's job done for Konya Turku Sekospor. They've managed to stay within the main chasing group here, and as a result, Gabrowski's jersey is safe. He's going to be just helping others, or helping himself, I should say, with others helping him, protecting him from the wind. He's just going to be in the main bunch. He'll ride this one in. It's not about him. It's not about the GC. It is about stage wins. And another puncture. Is it? Another mechanical, maybe.
Looks more
Catchier this time, yeah. Big right turner at the 10k mark here. Everyone holding off Staife. Now look how slow the back of the bunch is here, and how quick the pacemen can get. You need to be in a good position when you get to a piece of road furniture like that, or indeed a change of direction. You don't want to get squeezed back, because you have an awful lot of ground to make back up. And Konya Turku did a good job there. They got towards the front, and they were squeezed to the front, while a lot of other teams are now going to have to work to get back up to the head here.
Yeah, they've got a toughish time tomorrow. I know it's only a short stage as well, 121 kilometres, but if I was the Konya team, the break is well controlled. The best place is Zeitz in 3 minutes and 46 seconds. So I would just be kind of telling the guys, if I was Grabowski, just sit back, and you don't have to ride with these guys. Save as much energy. We've still got one stage to go tomorrow, and I'll need protected just in case anything happens. Yep,
absolutely. 12k to go, 1 minute and 7. Thanks to everybody, by the way, who's been with us today. You've really helped take it along. Tanya says she's looking forward to the Ashes battles in the Tour de France between Wigo against Cadel and Gossi versus Cav. Enjoying watching the Tour of Turkey from down under in Oz. Thanks, Tanya. Thanks to all of you, indeed. It's going to get a bit focused from now on in. Hope you can stay with us. 11 kilometres to go then, 1 minute and 4 the gap. Well, it's the magic 1 minute with 10, but you can see they're already chugging big time, aren't they? They've done a lot of work today. They've had to stay away, but huge questions are being asked of them at the moment. Only if the peloton starts getting involved in a little bit of spitefulness are they going to have a chance, and I can't see that happening. There's a lot of focus on the men who are charging them down. arm flicks out there from Kaiser. There's nobody there.
Yeah, he's just taking a big turn, and everybody has to come out and do this, but there is some weakness in this front group. You've got to remember that Kaiser he's a Belgium. He's used to track racing, fast racing. He's used to these flat lands. Zeitz comes through, he's a bit more of a climber. These guys don't have the same kind of power ratios, and you've got strength and weaknesses in the breakaway, and sometimes when you do a hard turn like that, it does puts the rest of the breakaway in trouble.
10 kilometres to go. Duty's at the front of the breakaway here, who have a gap on the main chasers of just over a minute, as you can see. It's kind of a magic number, that. But I think their number is up here. They have to sustain around about 50-odd plus kilometres per hour. They've been busy all day, and there seems to be one man who's fresher than all out of them, and that's Kaiser, who's on the front at the moment. Just look how short a turn Ignatieff is taking here. At least he is taking a turn and coming to the front, but this is their problem. A big chasing bunch at the moment with some big ambitions out there. Lotto, Belisol, they'd like another win perhaps for Greipel, and well, whether he'll get it I do not know. Rabobank, they're being greedy. They've got a couple of wins. Theo Bos took stage 1, Mark Renshaw took stage 4, Greipel was stage 2, don't forget. But blown apart they were in the overall classification with that stage 3 win up to the big climb. Gabrowski put that leader's jersey on his back. They've not been able to take it off him. Couple of late stage wins in this event for Colnago, stages 5 and 6 for Di Corrado and Mondolo yesterday. And look at the welcoming committee for them here today. They know it's going to be fireworks. We do too. 9 to go, minute and 1, they're holding it.
Yeah, you can just see the breakaway that there was in a few kilometres ago. They were starting to kind of have a go at each other. They've got the bit between their teeth, especially Kaiser at the front for Omega Pharma. He believes that there's still a possibility. There is, but unfortunately the bunch are looking very strong as well. A lot of riders moving up towards the front. Some of the teams that were riding earlier on have disappeared because the pace is just getting too much at the moment. And you only have to think of Greipel's team. He has got 4 other, after losing Hansen, 4 other teammates to help him. He's put 2 to the front. If he's going to win today, he's going to have to do it like he did the other day on his own.
I think so. Greipel could be your man. Have you lost faith with Kittel?
No, Kittel will definitely be up there in the sprint. But for me, Gardini's going to be there. JJ Hedel's going to be there. Kiki could be another person, but Goss seems to be going well. Boss is the other one up from the other day, but I'm pretty sure that Renshaw will be the lead out for Boss, and both of them going well, so it could be another one for Rabobank.
You never know, and if Theo Bos gets into trouble, then Mark Renshaw, what about that for a default? Absolutely amazing. Big chugging going on at the moment. Argus Shimano thinking about Cadell, and Rabobank as well. They've been very, very busy. Salcano have started to show their hand just a little bit. They always kind of go early. I think they get on screen into town and then fade, but Green Edge starting to come to the fore as well. Robin McEwen, the pocket rocket, involved here. Turku, yeah, they're just kind of trying to stay safe now and stay on board, I think. 55 seconds with 7K to go. There's this long run down the seafront here, and there are the 7 hopefuls. Now they're within sight. The bunch have sight of them. 50 seconds, 49 it is with 7 to go, and they're starting to possibly think about it here. They've still got a pace about them, I think they're doomed, but the legs are starting to beat them here.
Yeah, you can just see Zeitz went through there, and he was saying to Kaneki, he's on his hands and knees at the moment. He doesn't race at this speed often, and with these sort of riders, and just struggling a wee bit. As we said, we've got strengths and weaknesses in this front group. They are hanging on there. And it's going to be very, very soon that they're going to pull the team cars out that breakaway.
Ignatieff, Kaiser looks very fresh indeed here. Kaiser might have to do this all on his own here. He certainly looks like a predator at the moment. Don't know whether anyone's sandbagging there. Andrei Zeitz has been relaying and saving himself. There he is for Astana. Comes to the point right now. 6 to go, 46 seconds the gap.
Yeah, fully committed, these riders. A few people starting to feel it. Ignatieff at the back. Godin also looked to be struggling a wee bit. Kaneki was struggling to get by Zeitz, and And that's can affect the mentality of Kaiser and some other of the stronger riders in the group. When do we go on our own? When do we leave the dead wood behind? And even if someone can do a turn, it's always better than nothing. We see Argos still riding at front, but just look just behind them. Pretty much the whole team of Rabobank.
Wow, they're up for it. News on Adam Hansen, shoulders bad but not broken. Yeah, we said about ligaments getting stretched. Well, they're going to stretch a few here, these boys, and look at Rabobank. They've been greedy. We said they would be, and Saxo Bank want to join the party. JJ Ado is the man they're thinking about, and suddenly the news has got through up front. Well, the freshest of the men was Ilio Kaiser, and he said, to hell with this, I'm away. And if anyone wants to join me, they can come. Well, they're holding back just for now. 43 seconds, 5K to go. Well, 30 seconds would be it, I think. Has he got the strength to do this alone? They're all looking at each other, looking back. Can anyone do it? Andre Zeitz, I think, might well think about bridging the gap, and he's going to go off for a starter here in the pale blue, is he? Well, he's going to drag a few with him. Hooking across the road, Ignatieff, but Kaiser has gone here.
Yeah, it's a surprise that with the two Europcar riders in this front group that not one of them could go with Kaiser. Kaiser did look the strongest, especially in these sort of terrain. He decided he wants to go himself. But back to the front of the bunch, I did notice that Theo Boss is in front of Graham Brown. With Mark Renshaw behind Graham Brown, so that says to me that they've decided to go with Renshaw today for Australia.
There you go. They've been in bullying mood, Rabobank, and they're certainly doing it at the moment because they've thrown it down. This man, though, has decided to go alone. He's absolutely fed up trying to form alliances and doing most of the work at the front. So he was nursing some of them. Oh, starting to chug. Andre Zeitz here. He just can't keep on the wheel here. A couple of Europcar riders looking at each other saying, are we going to have a go here on our own? Who are we going to take with us? Ignatieff is with them, but Kaiser has sprung out here and gone for it. Can he do a Di Corrado, the man from Colnago who went alone from distance? Well, we're about to find out under one of the underpasses here. A lot of crowds have turned out, and suddenly the bunch responds here. And again, Colnago think about a little bit of glory here today. Saxo Bank, what have they got? United Healthcare also getting involved in Lamprey. They've got a big weight to pick up at the moment. A misfiring Alessandro Pataki. Will he be there? This man is, though, on his own with 4 to go.
Yeah, this is a supreme effort by Kaiser at the moment because he's gone alone, and a lot of the riders will be in the bunch will be looking at the rest of the breakaway. There's 6 riders behind them, and if they catch the 7 riders, they might not see Kaiser in front and they might misjudge it. We still get 4 kilometres to go, still a healthy enough advantage. Depends how hard or if he blows up at all, but the energy is totally out of these 6 other riders, and they're going to get caught very quickly soon.
They are. Last kick from Godin, the big man of the two from Europcar. He's wearing number 164, and here come the chargers. Now they've got sight of them. They are, what, 29 seconds away from them, but there is one man up the road who's decided to go on his own. It's Ilio Kaiser. They may well start strategizing and sitting up. Their team radios will be screaming at them, that's for sure. Keep going, because one man has gone off, and here he is. Well, 3K to go, he could do this.
Yeah, to tell you what, Carlton, there's no race radios in this. They can see the breakaway just in front, but they won't know that Kaiser has actually attacked the breakaway. So they're trying to judge at the moment. You've got Saxo Bank coming to the front in the blue on the right-hand side, but also you've got United Healthcare on the left with the black and the white stripes, but looking very good for Kaiser now.
Yeah, it is. Well, there we are. Mistakes can be made, and are they going to catch the 6 riders? They knew there were 7 up the road. They should be asking themselves, where's the other guy? Did we miss him? Was he on the side of the road? No, he's up the road. Ilya Kaiser has strung out here. He's sprung it. Oh, here he is. He's going to go into the 2 to go banner in a moment, and he's going to be in the bird seat because he's going to hit that Flamme Rouge at 1. It's the big switchback, don't forget. It comes at the top of the park, and then he's going to have a party. It's going to be a walk in the park for him. Takes this gentle right-hander here. Oh, he can choose all the lines. Well, what script it is, he's writing it at the moment, and 14 seconds is the deficit, and the bunch are going to catch these guys, but they're going to make the mistake of not knowing that there's a man up the road. Big struggles here for Zeitz, and a huge effort by Kaiser. I think he's got the drop on everybody. The Flamme Rouge beckons for him, and here come the chargers. We dip down the helicopter, and there it is, the head of the Viper. Well, it looks like they've knocked it off just a little bit. Maybe thinking it's only going to be minor positions here today.
Well, let's go. Konago at the front, followed by Saxo Bank, but I believe the bunch can see this breakaway in front and don't believe that anybody is in front of them, and they've made a big mistake. And, you know, by sitting back a wee bit, the more teams should have kind of ridden harder, but it looks as if it's the day of Amiga Pharma. They haven't won anything in the Tour of Turkey this year, apart from the King of the Mountains jersey. Rabobank have won 2 stages, Konago won 2 stages, Lotto won, Konya won, but this looks very much like the day of Amiga Pharma and Kaiser.
It absolutely does. Here is your switch back. Oh no, he's down. Oh, count the seconds, quickly remount, get yourself sorted. His chains off, his chains off. Oh, nightmare scenario. What a shame. Count the seconds back, they're gonna get him. Oh, heartbreak here on the very last. We said it was a focused turn, and Kaiser has been found out. He's desperately trying to get the chain back on here. He's then gonna get going, and here come the bunch, and they're gonna sail by the poor man. Oh, there he is, stranded at the side of the road. Oh, drama here.
Yeah, we still get another crash, but he's up and gone. Kaiser's up and gone. It's whether he's got enough to continue. As we see one of the riders from Green Edge just coming off as well, so it's going to be close. He has got about 50 metres him on. He could possibly still hang on.
Come on, Kaiser, for goodness sake. It was Zeitz at the side of the road. Kaiser did restring it. Is he going to crash? Get back on board, restring the chain and bring home the victory here. You've got to pray for this, surely, everybody. Here he comes, side of the road. He's still going to watch it, though. The chargers are on to him right now with 300 to go. I think it's going to be a huge heartbreak here. Rabobank have busted themselves. They're busy getting this train sorted out here. It's going to be Renshaw for them. Oh, and Pataki goes over to the other side of the road. Oh, they're going to get caught here. He's going to get caught. Kaiser's going to get wound in. And so with just 100 metres to go, 50 to go now. Count him home. Scream him on. We're doing so. Ah, he takes it. Joy for cycling fans globally. What an effort that was. I absolutely love that.
Absolutely amazing. I had to stand up and just see Kaiser coming in there, and what a fin! You don't get many finishes like that, and what drama! and if you didn't notice with your excitement there that Kittel actually took the second place, so he was fastest of the rest. But just imagine if.
Helio Kaiser, I've got nothing left for tomorrow.
Look at all the I think that's James Van Lanschot for Accent Jobs. He's so happy.
Oh, me too. Me too. I tell you, if you've watched this live today, I hope you fell off your seat, because I did. That was fabulous. It doesn't get more dramatic than that. I think it was Zeitz that had fallen at the same point. Look at this. Well done. He's going to get the biggest roar tonight at the hotel when he comes down for dinner. Oh, dearie me.
But the thing is, he never panicked. You know, he just, you know, most people would be like, maybe throwing their bike away. He fell off, his chain was off, he took his time, got his chain, got back in it, and off he went again. Absolutely amazing, and oof, what a finish.
What a finish indeed. Dearie me. Now watch this. This is the moment. We're all, right now, we're just starting to pack up. Now watch the road. What did he hit? What did he get into? Was it just a little bit of moisture?
Just too tight.
Bang, down he goes. We said it was focused. Now then, he looks and we start counting.
Right. Look, no panic, no panic. He looks, jumps on the bike.
Doesn't know the chain's off.
Right, chain's off again. Still no panic. Tries to do it without getting his hands dirty. Decides, right, I'm going to get my hands dirty, put it on. Still no panic. You can just see nice and calm, because he'd obviously looked and seen he's got a few hundred metres, still looking to see where the others are. Jumps back on the bike, can't get his feet in, off he goes, and wins by what, about 3 bike lengths?
The King of Cool has just been crowned. He is the Kaiser. aptly named. I'm just going to chuckle all evening about that. Fabulous. Well, it looks like we might have to go pretty early. I'm Carlton Kirby, alongside me, Brian Smith. We have loved it today. Hope you have too. What a day of cycling. Well, this was the moment that we thought they were going to catch them, Brian.
Yeah, his guys on the right-hand side. Kittel just comes straight down the middle, comes past Pataki on the right-hand side. Renshaw just doesn't have the speed. Gardini for Finesi Vini on the left-hand side. So looks as if Pataki gets third place. Robert Forster up there, Renshaw. So the main riders that we thought. But what drama, and there was more drama further behind.
Willie Wood says, sensation. I was screaming for him as well. Tanya says, love the passion. You're all delighted out there. Jewel Phillips enjoying herself as well. For the record, Kaiser takes it. Kittel in second place. Alessandro Pataki, third home today ahead of Gardini and Mark Renshaw. Wow, we're going to go and have a lie down. From me, Carlton Kirby, and from Brian Smith, you've got to love your cycling, haven't you? Bye-bye.